This is your announcer, Chuck Landington, welcoming you to the Metal Injection Livecast Patreon bonus. On this Hall of Fame This is your announcer, Chuck Landington, welcoming you to the Metal Injection Livecast. This edition is the final time we'll call this show the Metal Injection Livecast. I don't know what the new name will be, but I'm hoping the guys gave strong consideration to my idea. The Piercing Lamb Goatcast has such a nice ring to it. The Metal Injection Livecast starts now.
We did not give any thought to your idea, Chuck, but thanks for the offer. Welcome to what I guess is the final Metal Injection Livecast. But we're not done. We're not going anywhere. Rob, here with Sid and Darren, and we welcome you. And yes, we are changing the name. We did make the announcement not too long ago that we would be changing the name. Just to reiterate, ever since Noah left, we've been discussing, what the show is about, what we want to do with the show in the future. And we kind of figured that calling it the Metal Injection Livecast doesn't quite represent what we do with the show as much anymore. We kind of don't talk that much about metal as we did when we first started, although we still plan on talking about metal stories, especially ridiculous ones with some of our favorite musicians to learn about. But we want to also broaden the scope of what we talk about. And so we've come up with a new name. We've all discussed it. And we wanted something that would kind of pay homage to the past of the show, while also just being something new. And so, Sid, do you want to reveal the new title of the podcast, which we'll be going with from this point on?
Why are you putting me on the spot? Jeez.
It's called R.I.P. a Livecast.
Yeah.
That's going to be our new show name, R.I.P. a Livecast. Hashtag R.I.P. a Livecast. But
is the hashtag going to be in the title?
The hashtag isn't going to be in the title, or maybe it will be.
Hashtag RIP
Livecast.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the show name. It's temper permanent. We're going to go with it for now. We might change it again, but we're going to stick with it for a good while.
Do we have any ideas of what the RIP stands for? Because we're not resting in peace. Is it like record in power?
I like it.
Well, it's the name Livecast is RIP. It's not the show itself. It's like, we're sort of not doing what Rob just said. We're sort of morphing into something else. So that phase is over. That's where I see the RIP coming in.
Right. But I sort of had an idea that like every week we'd come up with a different thing that RIP stands for.
Sure.
Well, that could be your fun little task.
All right. Sometimes I might have to go into other languages if I run out of RIP things in English.
Oh yeah, what other languages?
Oh my God.
Spanish, Russian.
I think
Right,
Sid's
French.
first one should be about himself and be called Reflux in Perpetuity.
Episode title?
Sure. But then you can't use it next week.
No, that's fine.
We were considering renaming the show to episode title, since it's the phrase we mention the most on the show, but we decided against calling show episode title. But
did we actually consider that? I might have given that an upvote.
It's the first time I heard it.
No, I'm making a joke.
Oh, I like
This
it.
is a comedy podcast, fellas. We make jokes. Get with it. This is a new format. It's gonna be funny now.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Now we gotta be funny.
Fuck.
Set the bar high, man.
If you want to call in and let us know what you think of the name, or just an opinion on whatever's going on in the world, metal or not, give us a call. 213 Wide Nut. That's 213-943-3688. And I also want to mention, if you want to hang out with us during the show, after the show, during the week, hit up our Discord. There is a link on every episode page to get the invite to the Discord, you can hang out with me, Sid, Darren, and all of our fellow Livecast stars, and just hang out. And we love hanging out in there. Always dropping links in the middle of the week and memes and fun stories. We have a bunch of different chat rooms, and we'd love to hang out with you and learn a bit more about you. You learn a bit more about us. That's how it works.
Yeah, it's a good time. I'm basically always in there if I'm awake. You can come and fuck with me.
And Sid has his notifications on too, so he's going to be on top of shit.
No, I don't have notifications.
No, you don't get
It's
push
not-
notifications on it.
I don't need to. I always have it open. It's on my laptop. I'm not on my phone with it. I have it on my laptop. It's just another tab.
What
All
if you're out of
day,
the
every day.
house?
All right, fine. If I'm out of the house, but how often is that? Let's be realistic here. How often am I out of the fucking house? That's like almost never.
And your face is buried in the phone the whole time when you're
Yeah,
out of the house.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to be antisocial and hide from confrontation.
Remain in place. That's another one about Sid.
Ooh, I like that. That's so far every RIP is just reflective of my lifestyle.
Yeah. Well, I'm focusing on your, you took on the mantle of RIP. So
You're gonna fucking use them all up before I have a chance.
sorry.
God damn it, just making this harder on me.
Really inactive prick.
God, I quit. I give up. That idea has been abandoned already. Darren is.
Fine. Well, no, but when
Put
you
me to
do
shame.
them, they're not going to be about you. They're going to be show specific.
Darren, I don't know
Yes.
if you've heard this about me, but everything is about me.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm sure you should have a good, easy time of it. You're very narcissistic.
Yeah.
It's a lot of R words.
Whew.
All right. Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's take in some art. A few weeks ago, I talked about how one of the great lyricists of our time, Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death Punch,
He's your Huckleberry.
He's my Huckleberry.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember that clip when he was talking about the ex band member's new band and he said he'll be his Huckleberry?
Okay.
I
do
do have
remember
some
how
of
he
that
is.
here. You want to hear some of that?
Let's hear
Sure.
it. Yeah.
And then he starts like howling or whatever.
Has left Five Finger Death.
Let me play that again.
The sex appeal has left Five Finger Death Punch.
There was that, and then there was him woofing. Remember? Yeah.
Woof.
That's Ivan Moody, by the way. Just so you know.
So what's he up to, Rob?
So he is releasing an album. I mean, not an album, a book of poetry called Dirty Poetry.
I remember we discussed this briefly.
Right. Yes. We discussed dirty poetry from the contagiously contorted and quixotically twisted mind.
It's chaotically.
Chaotically twisted mind of Ivan L. Moody. What's chaotically?
Like,
Is it like if he's like Don Quixote?
It's in the ethos of Don Quixote, like, dreaming above your means of what
see.
you have to actually make happen in real life.
Oh,
I see.
like he did, hoping he could write a good poetry book, but then no.
Yeah, exactly. It's a negative word. You don't
Yeah,
call
that's-
someone chaotic positively. It's not a good thing to name yourself. It's when you say someone is nuts, like they're delusionally optimistic.
Wow.
Well, so let me read the description of the book once more. By the way, it's available now if you want to grab your copy. This is a free promo for Mr. Moody.
Don't do that.
Ever wondered what really lies beyond where the sidewalk ends? I'm guessing that's a Five Finger Death Punch reference.
It's a
You
sewer.
don't know?
The sewer. Very appropriate.
From the wonderfully twisted mind of the frontman of Five Finger Death Punch,
Twisted,
Ivan
yes. Wonderful, maybe not so much.
Hmm.
Ivan Moody's Dirty Poetry is a book of original poems punctuated with a dark art that's guaranteed to inspire upside down dreamscapes in the mind of its readers. Written by Ivan Moody himself, with beautifully haunting ink and watercolor illustrations by Blake Armstrong.
Don't drag Blake into this.
Yeah.
He just did a job.
All right, I'm gonna screen share because I feel like a part of the experience is to see the layout. You know,
Do we have to?
Are there pics of Ivan like in a smoking jacket, and a monocle, and a quill, and a little ink cup?
It actually does kind of look like he used a quill and an ink cup.
I remember
Yeah,
seeing
okay.
one of these, and it's like sort of like graphic text.
Yeah,
In elegant calligraphy, perhaps?
Something no, more like
calligraphy, but not elegant. It's more like
No.
scratches.
It's more like a finger painting.
Well, it's watercolor, right? That's what he said. Hold on, I'm having a
A child using watercolors.
problem with the browse.
But yeah, it's like his deep toilet thoughts, you know. Whatever while he's taking a shit in the morning, when he just jots something down in his phone and then became a book.
It should be. Imagine if every page was just like a screen grab of the Notes app. Just like he wrote each poem on the Notes app, and that's just the whole book.
Like he sent in his Notes app file, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, this is brilliant," and he's like, "No, I just wanted you to transcribe it from that." And they're like, he didn't have the heart to tell them, so they just left it as the Notes app.
It's the language of our times. I think people can
I
relate
agree.
to it.
All right, here we go. See everything?
Oh my God, he really is
There you go.
in a smoking jacket with
Of
a
course.
skull chalice.
Oh, that's so funny. I thought this was like a milkshake for a second. like,
What?
like I was like, oh, is this like a fudge milkshake? And like, oh no,
Oh,
it's a skull. That's I
It
just want a
does
milkshake.
look like a milkshake.
I mean, that might be what's in there.
True.
Given the people's eyebrow, way too many tattoos on his face. This is
Yeah.
why this is why we shouldn't have rich people. They shouldn't
Have you
the
ever
money-
considered maybe you have not enough
Too
tattoos
few?
on your face?
Yeah. No, I haven't. Okay. So,
Oh, damn it.
So here we go. Here's the. A wise man once told me.
The world is going to roll me. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Is he just
That's a
writing?
different. That's a different poem.
Damn it.
A wise man once told me, the things that I do for myself are gone when I'm gone. What? And it looks like a Master of Puppets watercolor.
It
Yeah.
does. Are we going to try to interpret these or just move
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I
let's
think
interpret it.
he's, if I can be the moody whisperer, I think he's saying, don't only do things for yourself. Like you create a legacy
Mm,
that stays after you die when you help others.
yeah.
Right
I
or
mean, that's
wrong?
probably, I took it more in like a don't masturbate so much. But again, once again, these might just all be about me.
Well, he could simultaneously be saying both. You know,
Yeah.
do things for others. Don't just masturbate yourself.
Yeah, masturbate on other people.
Oh, I was gonna say jerk someone else off, but
Oh, but wait, I thought the sexiness left Five Finger Death Punch. Sounds like it's approaching, if you ask me.
The sex appeal has left Five Finger Death Punch?
don't need a question mark at the end of that.
Just wait till I ejaculate on the snare drum.
That's when it leaves Five Finger Death Punch and lands on the snare drum.
It's more literal. He meant it very literally. Okay, I get it.
This font, I can't get over. This is like how I wrote, like doodled in my Trapper Keeper when I was 12, and like this was the font I used in my longhand.
He gives me like The Shining,
Yeah, that too. Red
scrawled
rum.
on the wall. Go ahead, Robert.
all right. Well, this next one, Lady Agony, Mrs. Catastrophe,
Mm.
Spelled wrong, by the way. Catastrophe.
cat ass
Unless,
trophy.
does he mean that it's a trophy of sorts?
Cat.
Ass trophy.
He won a trophy for his cat. Won a won
Yeah.
some kind of breeding competition. and
Best
he-
cat ass.
They
Cat
gave him a
as-
Cat ass trophy.
No,
that's
it's a cat as a trophy. Cat
Yeah.
as trophy.
It's a trophy shaped like a cat. Cat as
Yeah.
trophy.
Mrs. Cat as trophy.
Mhm.
Oh, Lady Vanity, you're such a canvas. That looked weird penmanship. A Picasso in your mind. This sounds like a 90s grunge song. If it what? If it reaches?
If it
If
pleases,
it reaches? Oh,
Pleases,
pleases.
yeah. It does
Oh,
look like
wow.
an R though.
If it pleases your majesty, the queen of amnesty, no one here can judge you. Sit so high. Oh, wait. No one here can judge you. Look, that's so weird.
It
No one
looks
here
like-
can judge. And like it looks like you ran out of room and
Yeah.
put the U on the, but there's plenty of room. You're the one doing this.
That's like when John Mulaney had that bit where he says, you know, when you're doing a birthday poster and you start with a big ass B, and then you get to the end of the line and you're squeezing letters in.
Yeah.
And then you never learn your lesson. You go to the next line and you say, big ass H. That's what he did here.
No one here can judge you. You sit so high above us. It's so high above it.
Oh
It's
my
so
God.
loud. Right? That's what this is. No.
No.
Okay, no. You
No,
sit
thank
so
you.
high above us, never looking down, broken crown. Is this about an ex-girlfriend?
I think this is about Hillary. This is his. I have poetry leading to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
I was gonna write some poetry, but then I got high.
And then I proceeded to write the poetry. Please
He
buy
should have
it.
got high and put this off. I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
Should have procrastinated.
So I'm curious. So what is he saying here? He's saying this woman thinks she's way hotter than she is. A Picasso in your mind. If
it's about uppity women.
Yeah. The lady at the
Yeah.
bar that didn't care that he was in a band.
Well, we should also say for the audience that's not watching on video streaming that there's a drawing of a woman with wearing a crown and looking in a handheld mirror, but she's got like a hideous face with a Joker sort of smile
Yeah.
or Cheshire cat grin. So she's like apparently really like, you know, beautiful in a surface sense, but she's ugly on the inside. And
This
that's what
is
people
the
look-
poetry version of the guy on the bus who hits on the woman and she won't respond to him. And he's like, fuck you. You ain't that hot anyway.
Yeah,
That's what this
exactly
is.
He wrote this right after he hit on someone in the White Castle parking lot. Don't you know who I am? Five Finger Death Punch.
No, you're one of 8 guys here with tattoos on their face. No, thank you, sir.
And he
Oh.
woofed at her. The sex appeal has left the White Castle parking lot.
The sex appeal has left Five Finger Death Punch?
Oh my
And
god.
then he named her Mrs. Cat as trophy.
Okay,
This is
here's
a new
another
one.
poem. Another crown. A crown is falling, and then under the crown, there's people running.
Mhm.
It's actually a pretty nice illustration of the one so far.
Yes, I agree. Everything he did not contribute to this
Yeah.
project is pretty good.
That's right.
I wonder if this is his penmanship too. You know,
Mm.
like he wrote it and they scanned it in.
I can buy that because this, like I said earlier, this is almost to a T what my angsty 12 to 14-year-old
Yeah.
self was. So he is that in an
It
adult.
has to be written because if it's not it's definitely not a font, because if you look at some of the letters that repeat, they're drawn in different ways, which tells
Mhm.
me this was hand drawn as
Yeah.
opposed to repeated as a font.
And I definitely would have liked Five Finger Death Punch if they existed when I was like 14, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's who they're for.
Right.
Taryn when he was 14.
Everybody when they were 14.
No, yeah, exactly.
Anyone
they're
in-
entry level.
Like, or I should say, like anyone who's like aggressively masculine, like, you know, in a dumb way, which I was when I was 14. That's not every 14-year-old, but that's quite a lot of them.
So what was that dumb masculine band for you when you were 14?
Oh my God. I don't know. Like maybe like Slayer. I don't know, but I like Slayer has good qualities. I don't want
Yeah.
to compare them to Five Finger. I think I had good taste in music, even though I like
Yeah.
mostly aggro music. But
I'm trying to think who was like the dumb band like that when I was 14.
Maybe it was Limp Bizkit. Easy. Oh, not
Yeah.
14 though. I was a little older.
Yeah, I was a little too old to be into Limp Bizkit, although, they weren't around when I was 14. They were around when I was 25, I guess.
Who was Dumb and Aggro in 1993? There had to have been. It wasn't Metallica.
But I just feel like that was when there was a revolution of like a counterculture to that stuff, like
Yeah.
grunge bands and Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, and that's what I was
skirts and
into.
stuff.
But there must have been like some kind of alternative to the alternative even then. But I can't think of what it was.
I think the glam bands were that when I was a kid too, like just going
Poison.
around. Yeah, like talking about banging women and stuff. Like that was their whole persona.
Yeah.
Wait, we didn't read that poem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well we just went off on a tangent, so
sorry.
I figured we should. No problem.
Getting a little introspective. The poetry's making us introspective.
Yeah, that's what good art does.
Yeah. And also this.
I can already see this one's awful.
Exclude me from your cliques.
Yes.
And your snaps.
Your self-indulgent ways. You taught me to be ruthless. So why are you running away?
So first, can I just point out that he rhymed ways with away?
Ugh.
So that's not a good start.
He'll just say he wasn't trying to rhyme anyway.
Yeah.
But then you got to avoid rhyming when you do that. That's a choice you can do, but then you can't do a near rhyme and use the same word at the end of two lines like that.
My guess for the meaning of this one, I think this one is aimed at Metal Injection and Metal Sucks. And that click. You guys used to love Five Finger Death Punch in the early days, man, and then you turned your back. You turned your back, Rob. And he sees it.
It's the opposite. I probably like them more now than in the early days.
Wow, really? Last week you stand up for Kid Rock, and now you're standing up for Five Finger Death Punch. What's happened to you, Robert?
I've stood up for them before on the show. I think they have a place in the world.
It's his Nickelback argument, his arc that he had with Nickelback.
Yeah.
No,
Nickelback. You buy me a drink one time.
No, I think Nickelback actually write good songs.
That's a drop.
Whereas Five Finger Death Punch, I'm not embarrassed by that.
Yeah, I think Rob would stand by that in a drop.
Yeah. And whereas Five Finger Death Punch, they have catchy songs, but
I don't know. I would say Nickelback falls in the same category in a different style than Five Finger Death Punch, but they write catchy songs too. I don't think they're writing very good or deep songs, but they're catchy. I can't dispute they're catchy.
Good songwriting.
I got to also add one thing here that I just noticed, which is there may be some truth to the Metal Injection thing, because he's using the word clique, CLIQUE, but maybe he's talking about clicks.
Oh,
you're going after clicks and clickbait.
Oh,
excuse me. Exclude me from your clicks.
He doesn't want that free publicity. Robert.
I don't understand. So if I taught him to be ruthless, why am I running away?
Because you've turned your back on covering his band in a positive way.
Right. No, it's the opposite. I now cover them more positively than in the past. All my coverage of them would be mocking. And then I realized that the only people reading that coverage were Five Finger Death Punch fans. So I was like mocking my readers' favorite bands to their faces. And I'm like, oh, well, that's not helping anybody.
Did you stop that because it was a monetary thing, or did you stop because it was mean-spirited?
Not so. I mean, there's certainly a monetary aspect to it, but I think it's more mean-spirited. Like it was just like, oh, like I'm only doing this for myself, and it's like I feel like I write on the site as a service to our readers, not necessarily to entertain myself.
Rob, do you realize you just described the previous poem, the one about not doing anything for yourself?
Oh my God, you're right.
They're all about you.
What if this is like a Shyamalan movie? We get to the end of this book and Rob realizes that he wrote it. He doesn't even remember doing
it. He's been Ivan Moody all along.
Oh no, is this me? Is this me in the window?
Oh no.
So there's this new
on the right side, it looks more like me.
So in this illustration, we see a window and the kind of there's like partitions in the window, and it splits the image on the opposite side of the window in half. On the left side, we see half of a person, and on the right side, we see that same person, but only their skeleton. With
Duality of man.
with
right?
what looks to be maybe blood in the foreground and background.
Definitely missing some ribs.
Yeah. So is this
Kinda
Marilyn
gave up on
Manson?
the ribs.
Or maybe it's about Rob. Rob came and took the ribs away.
No, God damn, you can't. You're picking their bones now
ribs.
for your own.
I love ribs.
Does the
All
half
right.
person with remaining flesh have a hickey?
So, okay, so
Hotel thoughts.
hotel thoughts. If I died today, I'd be the same. Nothing has ever changed. The song remains the same. Insane, 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 insane.
And the membrane.
Insane.
Now, could you imagine writing this and then somebody like, "Hey, you should put this out as a book,"
Yeah.
and then being like,
Charge
and then being
people
like,
for this.
"Yeah, I should." You know,
Well,
I
someone's
don't-
buying it.
I mean, look,
No.
I understand.
If he died today, so he's saying he's already dead. He's been dead all along.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
maybe
I
it's like that
guess.
he's just depressed
Yeah.
or he's going insane.
And all his songs sound the same. He's just tired of the repetition of this life in hotel every night with
Yeah, that
women
sounds
turning you
good.
down at the bar. And then you can't even masturbate anymore because a wise man told you not to. Like, what's the point of living?
Half
poor
your
guy.
body's a fucking skeleton. No, you know, you got no fiber. You know what I'm saying? Fiber, it don't happen to you.
That was it.
Oh,
Deep.
that's it? I thought we had the
Yeah.
whole book.
Oh my
Yeah, I mean-
God.
I mean, hey, I
should
can make
order
that
the book.
happen.
Yeah, call your friends, Rob. Get a promo copy for us to.
Yeah,
No, I'll
promotion.
pay for it. I think we should pay for it.
How much?
Really?
Let's see how much it costs.
What's your argument that we should pay for it? I'm just curious.
Oh wow, a lot of the editions are sold out. There's
Can't
only the
believe
standard
this.
edition remains.
Is this like the right wing political book network where like some right wing think tank buys up all the Ben Shapiro books and then it looks like they're selling a lot and they don't care that they took a loss on it?
It's possible.
They just want to win the
I
culture
don't.
war. and say
No, I
that
don't
they're
think so.
popular.
Because I feel like Five Finger Death Punch has a very large audience. So
But are they book readers?
they're collectors.
Poetry
though.
readers?
I mean, it's just a collectible.
I mean, if you want to bundle this with a new album or something, maybe, but on its own? Do you get like a download code to like a hidden track or something with this?
I mean, like, and
No.
who's in their audience that likes poetry? It's just like
Yeah.
retired cops and stuff. You know what I mean? Little kids, little aggro male kids, and like 47-year-old cops.
47-year-old cops and their sons.
Yeah, yeah. And if you unless you write the poetry like the individual perpetrated and was located in an area at 4 p.m. or whatever, you know, I don't think there's any like value to like your dumb meanderings that is going to reach your audience.
I will make the prediction that at least one UFC fighter will have one of these pages tattooed on their back by the end of the next 12
Yeah.
months. And that's really what he's doing it for.
Yeah, maybe we order this as a little live cast expense and have a little reading
Sure.
corner every week.
Oh my
Works for
God.
me. How many?
Let us
are
know.
there?
Let us know how you feel about it. Let me see how many pages it is. We want to know what your thoughts. Let us know in the Discord if we should keep reading it. It does not does not say how many pages there are.
Oh.
But it looks pretty thick. That's what she said.
But I mean, it's like one of those, like the cover probably is like the cover and the back cover are probably like 75% of the thickness of the book.
No, like look, there's a lot of pages here.
Oh, wow. Oh, there is a bundle. You get a shirt. What else you got in
Yeah,
this?
but all the bundles are sold out. The shirt, you get a bookmark, 2 bookmarks.
Standard
Get a
edition is
poster.
available, right?
Yeah, the standard edition. That's what we would get. We just want the poetry.
Who's the publisher?
Z2 Comics.
So this counts as like a graphic
friends.
novel.
What
Yeah.
else does Z2 Comics put out? Just curious.
Z2, they've been doing a lot of comics for artists. So they did a comic series about Anthrax.
For
Oh,
music
vaguely
artists.
remember that.
Oh, yes, for music artists. Yes. So they did a Screaming for Vengeance artwork book for Judas Priest.
There's that
They did-
Squirrel Girl Lita Ford crossover. I don't know.
What's in the Anthrax comic book? Are they like superheroes and shit, or like what
They
happened?
basically created a whole comic universe based on their songs.
Oh, so like the events of the songs happen in the comic book?
Right. Yeah. There's like an Among the Living graphic novel.
So Anthrax,
I think
the
that's the
band,
first
are not characters in this universe then.
I don't believe so. No.
But isn't Among the Living just based on a Stephen King book? So what did they do? Just adapt the Stephen King book into a novel and then say and give the money to Anthrax?
They created some story. I mean, I didn't read it, but
It's the Stand. It's just the Stand.
each song on the album is given an original story by an amazing creative team, along with extra content and the introduction of the new zombie, Not Man, designed by horror legend Greg Nicotero of The Walking Dead.
It's not that original because it's someone wrote it already and then they wrote a song about it. So I don't know that it's original.
Well, I guess they're writing. Yeah, I don't know.
They're writing a graphic novel based on a song based on a book.
Yeah.
This is like when you copy somebody else's homework and you try to just put it in your own words.
And aren't
We know
like
you're
basically all of Anthrax's song, like there's another song on that album that's based on Judge Dredd, the comic book.
Mhm.
So like, did they write an original fucking graphic novel for that, which was already a graphic novel?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, good. That's good. An original graphic novel about Judge Dredd. I'm glad someone thought of that.
I'm sure it sold a lot of copies, so they were
Yes.
happy. with
What's
it.
a
I'm
lot?
working on a graphic novel myself. It's called Green Lantern. I don't know if anyone ever heard of it. Hopefully, I think it's an original
Is
idea.
this a new character you're developing?
Yes, it's just it's a
It's a
green-
character based on your album about the Marvel character.
Yes. Well,
Call
first
it
I had
Turquoise Lantern.
I'm working on the albums. I have to have the album. When the album's done, then I'll release the graphic novel so that it won't be just me ripping off Green Lantern. So there'll be when you have the album in between, then it's okay. You're allowed to do that. Just the trouble of like getting the songs all recorded. It's like a little bit of a pain in the ass.
Scotty Ian won't return your calls. It's Slack.
Yeah.
Now he won't. After he knocked
Yeah,
out
no.
his comic work.
Do you think Scotty Ian has read the comic?
Yeah, definitely. He's
You mean the Among the Living comic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Stop
He just said,
it.
"Fuck it, I'll just read The Stand again." It's the
It's
same.
like, what's the
thing.
guarantee for this? All right. Fine.
Not a chance.
My car needs servicing. Let's go. This will pay for that.
That's
I don't want Yankee season tickets. The Great Bronx, New York.
He read that novel as much as Gene Simmons read any of the Kiss products, or,
Oh my
or
God.
used any of the Kiss products that he puts out.
You don't think Gene Simmons uses Kiss shampoo?
Not a chance.
Is that real? Wait, they have Kiss
That's
shampoo?
unreal.
I
don't-
love
maybe.
my hair too much to use any of the products that I sell to these rubes.
I love my wigs too much to infect them with any shampoo.
Kiss shampoo is only for Goyish hair. I cannot use it on my very luxurious Jewish hair. I'm Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Oh my God.
My favorite piece of Kiss merchandise, just to quickly.
Among the Living graphic novel.
They just sell it on their site.
No,
We
it's-
recorded a song about the Anthrax graphic novel. Then that's the intermediary step we needed to do our own Among the Living graphic novel.
No, it's this.
complete-
Kiss,
I remember this. We talked about this.
yeah, Kiss air guitar strings. It's just a blank
Just-
package
It's like empty cellophane, right? There's nothing.
Yeah.
in it.
with like a cardboard heading.
So it's a gag gift. You give it to someone.
Yeah.
How
I
much
guess
you
it's
gotta
better
pay for
than the
something?
Kiss Snuggie. I think it was like 12 to 15 bucks or something like that, which is a little much for a gag. The Kiss condom, which is like, can you imagine? I mean, I guess if you're, when do you see the condom? You know?
And also, like Gene Simmons' long ass tongue is on the condom. Is he like sucking your dick when you wear it? Basically.
No, I think the
he's
implication
stimulating
is
the clitoris while you're penetrating.
Yeah, he's doing a little cunnilingus on your girlfriend.
I like
He's doing a little
that
of both.
the condoms is spelled with a K. Therefore, when they don't work, you can't legally sue them because they were like, no, this is all a different thing.
Yeah, we never said it
Condoms
was
with
a
K.
condom.
Yeah.
It's like cheese when you go to Roll & Roaster. They spell it with a Z.
With a C, that's
Since you have
A
the hat
kiss
on
cologne. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Yes, everyone should smell like me.
kiss deodorant.
Kiss him. Kiss him. It's just a sentence.
Oh, air freshener. Okay. Ah, kiss cookie
Kiss
jar.
cookie jar.
This is Gene Simmons.
Somehow looks
tongue.
extra like Hasidic.
That's by design. I don't want to eat anything that came out of Gene Simmons' head.
It's only macaroons that you could put in there. Otherwise, it spits it out.
Wow, this
And
design
Hanukkah
on this kiss checkerboard is brutal. First of all, you could barely see the checkerboard because it's so dark. And then the actual checkers look virtually the same. The only one, like, they have the same tops on them, which is a kiss logo.
I thought you were the top.
I guess the sides are how you tell the difference.
Yeah, one's black and one's white, Rob. Come on.
But there's also
I
their
don't
4
see-
giant faces all over. You can't see the squares.
Yeah, you can't see
Yeah.
the board.
And I guess you're not allowed to play those squares. Their faces have to be prominently displayed at all times.
The king, when you receive a king, it's called a gene. We don't have kings in this game. Only genes.
Hashem.
Gene me.
Hashem's.
There's a page a day tongue calendar. So every day you rip off Gene Simmons' tongue.
Can you imagine the 4 of them sitting around somewhere like, what have we not made into a kiss product yet? I got it.
No.
Checkers.
This is how. No. I don't imagine it that way. I imagine it's Gene and Paul sitting in a boardroom, and just an endless supply of licensees are like, "All right, we got it, guys. A Gene Simmons calendar, and every day you just rip off your tongue, Gene. What do you think? How much does it pay?
It's like the worst
million.
episode of Shark Tank.
I mean,
It's
Where they
Shark
just say
Tank.
yes.
It's Shark Tank if they never said no to anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's Shark Tank after the teeth all fell out.
Then the Demon Nutcracker. Hey, this is kind of cute, actually.
That was
I
your
will say.
nickname in high school, Rob.
Right.
No? All right.
Cracked off a lot of nuts. I don't know about the demon part.
A neighborhood watch sign. Who? Oh, come on. Who needs this? These ski masks are so creepy. It's basically the kiss makeup with the eyes cut out. This one is a Peter Criss one. Kiss
Criss.
earplugs. Oh man, Kiss and Scooby Doo mystery. Kiss toilet seat. Okay.
Hey, yeah,
That
remember we
Scooby Doo
were,
is definitely not all elite.
remember we were talking about the Kiss, the WWE Scooby Doo, and that's they just shows they've been churning out Scooby Doos for like a decade with different guests.
Embarrassing.
All elite Scooby Doo.
This is a different Scooby Doo.
It's certainly not elite Scooby Doo.
No. It's a gutter snipe Scooby Doo.
It was a good show at
Shame
one
on him.
point.
All right, well, let's Kiss. You know, I feel like Metallica is sort of entering Kiss territory, or they kind of are with their merch. Shall we do a quick perusal of Metallica merch to see? Which again, it's like, hey, I get it. Make them if people buy it, why not? Why not? Let me see.
They're doing a novelization of the Metallica song "The Thing That Should Not Be," which is about H.P. Lovecraft novels.
So yeah, here's an example. There's a Metallica clue game. Dave Mustaine grabbed his dog in the basement after being kicked by James Hetfield or something like that. Like, how do you even play?
$50.
Sure.
I guess that's what a board game costs.
So the potential murderers are all Metallica members.
Picture this. The band and crew are back at HQ to record Metallica's next album, but with all the excitement, a key piece of equipment has gone missing. As the hours tick by, the group grows more and more eager to begin. They decide to split up and scour the building for any trace of their missing equipment. Find out what piece has gone missing, where it's hiding, and who finds it so the recording session can get back on track.
What if you don't want them to record? You just keep hiding the.
This is where the player
longer than Monopoly. It'll just keep sabotaging the game. You never find
right.
their equipment again.
That's
so nobody even dies in Clue. What kind of fucking shitty
Just
Clue
Cliff
game
Burton.
is that?
Oh,
It's always
You got-
Cliff.
You got to go back to one of those. That go back to the Clue game just for 1 second, please, because I want you to read who the like Professor
The
Plum
players.
Yeah.
people are.
the players are Papa Het, Duder,
No, El Torino's in the game. Good for him.
Mr. Ripper, Dr. Groove,
What?
the engineer, and Colonel William.
Who the
So
fuck are
Papa
these
Het,
people?
I guess, has to be James Hetfield.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
who were the other guys? So this was just him, and not
No, look, because they're all here in the
Oh,
they're all
okay.
illustrated. So Dr. Groove, I'm guessing,
the
is
Lars.
Robert Trujillo.
Oh, okay. Why?
Stop saying it like that.
The correct
He doesn't
way.
even say it like that.
You make me
Robert
uncomfortable
Trujillo.
with-
He was born in the U.S. He doesn't have any
Yeah.
accent.
Mr. Ripper. Oh, okay. I guess Mr. Ripper could be Trujillo.
I thought
Dr.
Dr.
Groove.
Groove because he's the drummer. It would be Dr. Groove, but it could be the bassist too.
Duder, I'm guessing, is Kirk Hammett. I don't get it.
Colonel
Engineer's
Will-
probably
They're a stupid engineer that nobody knows.
and the Colonel William is like a reference to Clue. I guess.
Or maybe the engineer is Bob Rock.
Yeah. Maybe, well, do they still work with him?
No,
I don't know, but
they don't.
No.
So here, let's see some stocking stuffers they have. They have Metallica Christmas light ornaments.
Of course.
Metallica logo keychain. Okay.
that's
Cup,
not bad.
decal. Yeah, these are all right. These are all right. There's been some. I guess the difference is it's like the Metallica merch. First of all of it looks cool,
Mhm.
and all of it kind of makes sense. You know, like a pin. Metallica does like pins.
Yeah, this is almost all of this stuff is stuff you would see like in a head shop in like 1989
Yes.
that sold like T-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah. Let's see the accessories department. I think.
Can you
that's
sort
where
by price? Because usually the crazy shit is the most expensive shit.
Yes, we can.
It's the Clue game. Oh no.
The icon statue set.
Oh my god.
Almost $500, which makes sense because these statues cost like 100 something per. So if you get 4 of them,
What's the size on these bad boys? They're on clearance, by the way. Oh.
Mm,
8.5 inches. is
Oh,
the-
Robert.
What?
convenient.
Look, it was originally 600, so it's on set.
This is
Yeah.
accurate because all the statues are playing their instruments except Lars Ulrich, who's just like growling, and staring at people. Being a creep.
He is that statue of Lars is fully ready to go up somebody's ass. He's like, I know why you guys are buying this. Let's go. Bring it
Yeah,
on.
the other 3 are still holding on to their delusions. That
Yeah.
They're going to sit in some kind of mantelpiece or something or a trophy case.
They're like, no, we're going to hold our guitar sideways to make it even more difficult. Lars is like, no, I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. Let's go.
Or he's resigned to his fate. He just knows he's going up
Yeah.
an asshole, and he's like, let's just do this, guys. Come on. No
And then the
pretense.
drum kit is like the stopper, so he doesn't go all the way in, so you could still pull him out.
So you don't lose Lars in your
Yeah, you don't want to
intestinal
end up
tract?
in the emergency room with Lars Ulrich up your ass. So
How do you explain that? The doctor is just like, okay, I've seen things up asses before, but Lars Ulrich, really?
it's our 5th one this week.
Yeah,
They got-
I'm not.
Ever since
judging
they
you.
put these statues on clearance.
It's not putting things up your ass that I'm judging. It's just your taste in music.
Can't we get a Neil Peart up your ass once? Come on,
Oh,
guys.
Dave Lombardo.
I guess the rest is just expensive jewelry and watches. That like these are Nixon watches are expensive.
But what's Metallica about these watches? They just look like black
Well, they're
watches.
It's a Metallica brand watch. Like you could see The second is the M.
Oh,
like-
that come on. $200 for that shit.
And it's the
Yeah,
Black
outta here.
Album, Sid.
Mhm.
No. I guess.
And
Oh, you can
Knuckleheads,
get the
blah, blah, blah.
individual statues. How much just for the Lars?
111.
$111.75. That's not bad. You're gonna put it
Butt
up your
plug is
ass.
cheaper than that. You don't need-
It's true.
It doesn't come with a drumstick though. What is this?
Double dip.
Okay, I guess really there's not really that much expensive stuff. Once you get past the statues, it's just posters and a backpack. Which these backpacks actually look pretty cool.
But for
I take it back.
$76?
That's how
Yeah,
I think
this
that's how much
store-
backpacks cost.
Is much as we like to shit on Metallica, I have to say this store that we're looking at is perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
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 I take it back. Definitely. This is fine. Let's see if there's any other stuff for the sidebar. No, I guess collections. Let's see. Oh, okay. I see. These are just all right. Touche, Metallica.
Put you in your place.
All right. 213 wide nut. That's the number. 213 943.
A couple of good comments in the Discord from
let me
Scooby-Doo
finish the-
182.
Hold on. Let me get through the number.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
213 943 3688. That's the number. Give us a call.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Sid.
Scooby-Doo 182 in the Discord. First, he said, my mom got me the Kiss cologne when I was like 11 and it was so bad. Which, trying to think what era he was 11 in that getting Kiss cologne was the good gift for an 11-year-old. This has to be, I have to hope that Scooby-Doo 182 was older than all of us.
I feel
So
the
that's
Kiss
a
cologne
makes
probably
sense.
came out in the 90s.
Oh, God.
I could see, I'm just trying to think of a scenario where this is plausible, but maybe you reach 11 and that's where you start thinking about cologne and stuff like that. And the parent just bought what they liked, like the band they liked.
Okay, that
and
makes
foisted
sense.
this Kiss cologne on this poor child.
That's, or like the parent wanted to teach you the lesson to never wear cologne. I'm going to get you the worst cologne on the market.
But Scooby-Doo 182 can call in and
Yeah.
tell us if I'm wrong or not.
213 wide note. We want more information, Scooby-Doo. Another comment from Scooby-Doo, by the way, in regards to the Metallica Clue game was the missing equipment bus brakes? Fantastic. Call in just so we can congratulate you.
That's harsh. You're never gonna let them live that down, are you?
Down, I get.
I love the condescending laughter sound effect. No, I prefer the other one. I genuinely.
I think it's
like a pity laugh.
condescending. It's more
It
like
kind of
just
sounds like a pity laugh.
like a smattering. Oh, it's kind of fun. It's like a New Yorker cartoon. Oh, I get it. Okay.
That works.
All right, let's move along. Well, we haven't checked in. Let's play this. Let's do our Sid. You sent over
Oh yeah,
this PSA.
Mhm.
Let me cue this up here. Don't really need much of an introduction, so let's just get into it. So I have to say, I don't know if it's like this in other cities, but I feel like the New York City Board of whatever, just the New York City
Board of Health?
Board of Health. Thank you. They've gotten massive like ad deals with all the networks because I feel every ad break, when it gets the localized portion,
Mm-hmm.
you will see one of these PSAs about COVID. And the PSAs could be anything from wearing a mask to there was a few weeks where it was all about getting your shots. Lately, it's been about getting boosters.
There was some African dude that was on every minute that was just telling people about how great vaccines are.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say this isn't just network television. Even on Hulu, every ad break had one of these. It was intense. And so, Sid, you found one you wanted to share.
This
with
one's
the group.
this one's playing in New York on a loop. I see it multiple times a day, and my amazement and delight and the questions I have, it hasn't faded since the first time I've seen it. There's layers to this. It's so fantastic. So if you want to play it and we could go. piece by piece.
Piece by piece.
It's just the setting. It's a bunch of like teens, like high school kids from the city. And it starts off in black and white. And they're all, we'll hear what they're all talking about.
I don't really have time.
I heard they put a microchip inside of you, and then
Already it's amazing. And also, what is he eating?
Fries. He's standing up at the kitchen sink with a bowl of fries, like all of us do.
As one does.
Also, he's laughing. He's saying this. Shouldn't this be delivered in like sort of a hushed tone? Like, I heard they put a microchip inside. Like, he's just whatever.
He's just like, you think I'm going to get this vaccine when they're putting microchips? You're crazy.
He's
they
already
put a microchip inside of
ridiculing it.
you, and then you become magnetic.
A single fry, no ketchup, no nothing, just one naked fry. He takes a bite out.
I've had naked fries.
This is a man who's gotten to probably age 18, I would say, and has never encountered a French fry before, and was told by the director, "Eat a French fry." This is the result that you're seeing on screen. Replay that, Rob, please.
You become magnetic. Put a microchip inside of you, and then you become magnetic.
He's completely alien to French
I don't want
fries.
to turn into a zombie.
I don't want to tell, like, who says these things?
And he delivers it like he already has turned into a zombie. Come on, man, be a little bit more lively.
Yeah, look, he's like barely walking.
I don't want to turn into a zombie.
I'm
That's-
young, so I guess I'll just keep wearing my mask.
Could you please pause? The girl says, I'm young, so I guess I'll just keep wearing a mask. Cut to her out with no mask. So wait,
Also, wait, if we can go back to this one, the guy, like, also, I feel they're so concerned about being inclusive with this ad because all of these spokespeople are people of color. I feel like most of the people who say this stuff are just white people.
No. This is a
You disagree,
big thing. This is like a big inner city thing. I think that's why they're being so inclusive. I don't think it's inclusive per se. I think it's systematically targeting Black and Latino
I see.
people.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't want to turn into a zombie.
There's
I'm
a whole
young, so I
corner
guess
of
I just
Twitter
keep wearing
that
my
is like
mask.
Black people that are super anti-vaccines.
But you know what I was thinking?
oh,
What? Now there's
I wanna-
so the ad up until this point was all black and white.
yes.
Once she slams her laptop and says, "But you know what I was thinking?" Suddenly we're in color, and she's at the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
And now it looks like a BCAT show.
I want to stay with my grandmother again.
And I want to join the baseball team this year.
Wait, can we pause?
What?
Go back. It's this
She's
frame.
going
I
to
can't
join the
even.
New York Yankees.
Yeah, she's standing outside of Yankee Stadium saying she wants to join the baseball team this year. What do you think this vaccine is going to do for you, ma'am? I don't think it's that good.
I wanted to join the New York Yankees, but not having a vaccine was holding me back.
That's the one thing that was stopping.
I heard the vaccine speeds up your pitch count. Yeah.
I took
I heard the vaccine gives you a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
They put the vaccine in my arm, and now I have one Hulk Hogan arm.
It's like rookie of the year. All right, but next up is French Fry Guy.
Yeah. Now French
I
Fry
want to
Guy
go
has
to
a.
the movies in a theater and get a giant popcorn with butter.
So excited for butter. He's so
Butter!
excited.
I
Again,
also-
I've never
for
had
butter.
French fries, never had popcorn before.
With butter.
I wanted to have popcorn. I really did, but the vaccine. I couldn't get it without the vaccine. So why?
Butter.
I got a question. This is pre-vaccine. He's saying this. He wants to go to the movies. He wants to get vaccine with butter, but
He
he's
wants
there
to get
holding it.
vaccine with butter.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
if
He
that
wants
was
to
an
get-
option. That's the one I would have gone.
He wants to get the vaccine so he can get popcorn with butter.
With butter.
So this is his future hope. But he's in the movie theater with a thing full of butter. So what if someone screwed up the timeline?
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Or am I seeing a dreamscape where he's
Yes.
imagining the future where he's holding popcorn with butter? And
It's
vaccines.
his future self tantalizing him.
Oh boy.
It's like, see, you wouldn't have to have naked French fries. You could have popcorn with butter at a movie theater.
A Jim Jarmusch film.
Butter.
Maybe that's who
I want to
directed
graduate
this.
with my friends.
I'm sorry to break it to you, sir, but if you
I
think
wanna
the vaccine turns you into a zombie, you're probably not graduating on time.
Yeah.
Graduate with my friends.
Also, can I just point something out here? This is from the New York City Board of Health, right? We've now moved into the future where these people have come to their senses, gotten vaccinated, and they're all out on the Brooklyn Bridge, clustered around 900
Yes.
other people, and nobody's wearing a mask.
Correct.
Did anyone think to put masks on these people in addition to vaccinating? Or are they implying that when you take the vaccine, you no longer need to wear a mask anymore?
It does sort of feel like that's what's implied.
And take
But
a
now
plane to
my
Italy
favorite-
to see Rome.
The plot twist. Everyone else with the most mundane request.
Hold on. I didn't hear it. Let's hear it again.
And take a plane to Italy to see Rome.
Let's
get
get
vaccinated.
All right, so let's recap. Hang out with Nana, popcorn with butter, Rome. Okay, good.
Graduate with friends.
Yeah.
Rome.
Right. Forgot graduate with friends. So stuff everyone does all the time,
my
and
God.
then go to Rome.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
But you know what you just told people there is that
This is a good comment here. Sorry. It says fascinating. At no point do they debunk the rumors at the beginning of the commercial. But hey, I guess it's okay being a little magnetic so you can go to the movies and eat buttered popcorn.
that is a good point. It's also a little like, totally leaving aside whether vaccines are good or bad, blah, 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 is not important to what I'm about to say. But the tone of the commercial is very coercive. I mean, it's like if you already don't believe in vaccines, this is not going to help.
Who is this convincing?
Because why can't you see your nana? If you dig into that just a little bit, it's like, well, they're going to come out with fucking laws that mean you can't go see your motherfucking nana. And you think they're going to go run out and get a vaccine now after that? It's a very coercive tone. Like, I want to graduate with my friend. Well, you can't, motherfucker, unless you go get a needle in your arm.
And also, like, she says that she wants to see Nana when she's standing outside the museum with no Nana anywhere in sight.
Right.
The fuck is she talking? Is she waiting?
Well,
is
Nana
running
isn't
late?
vaccinated.
Oh, no.
No, you know what it is? She was planning to go see Nana. And then she was like, fuck it. Whatever. She's going to be around. Don't worry. I'm going to go to the Met. That's what I really want to do.
Got to see this exhibit real quick.
Yeah. Nana will be there. She shits herself anyway. It's like, come on.
How much do you think the butter lobby paid to have that included that moment of
With butter.
delight over the idea of butter?
Say that again. I heard butter.
Robert?
You said the movie theater paid for it?
No,
For
the
place-
butter lobby.
The butter lobby.
Big Butter, which was my rap name in high school.
By the way,
Rap group.
sorry.
It's all right.
Any of these people, I don't know if they know, they can easily get on a Greyhound for about $60 and go to a state where you can do all this shit without getting vaccinated.
It's fucking true.
This
You could
is
also
just New
make
York.
popcorn at home with butter.
Yeah.
It's not even New Jersey, by the way. There's like barely any restrictions in Jersey.
Is that true?
Yeah, there's no mask mandate in Jersey. There's
I
no
think North Jersey by
vaccine
county,
mandate.
it's different by county. Like certain counties have different. There's no statewide
Well, when we-
mask mandate.
Well, yeah, like for example, any venue that you go to in New York, you have to show proof of vaccination. You do not have to do such thing in New Jersey.
But that's a city thing, right? That's not a state.
That's a state thing.
Oh, is it
No,
a state
it's a
thing?
state.
Okay.
Yep. But I feel like that's all for show anyway. Like I've gone to shows, they check the vax thing. Like half the people weren't checked.
Mhm.
It's just you can't like how seriously can you enforce it when it's like these underpaid security that's trying to, like, for example, I went to the Mastodon show, Mastodon Opeth.
How do you know how much security guards are paid at these shows? Aren't
I'm
these
just
like union
not
jobs?
enough.
No.
Not enough. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't know for sure, but that's
So there were 5,000 people that this venue holds, Hammerstein Ballroom. I get to the show during which the opening act is performing. The line stretches down 34th Street, up 9th Avenue, wraps around, goes down 35th. So it's almost a full avenue block because it takes so long to let everyone in. It was nuts. And
so doesn't
half
that
the
mean that
people
they
didn't get
are
checked.
checking?
They were checking, but what's so crazy is when I got inside, people that came early said that they weren't checked. So they only started checking, like, you never know.
You asked around?
Multiple people told me without me asking.
Like friends of yours, or just like strangers?
Yeah,
like, hey,
friends of
metal
mine.
injection guy, we've got some breaking news
Friends of
for you.
mine.
Oh.
Yeah, breaking news. They're not checking.
Well, your friends are all like industry insiders. They probably
No.
got in through a side door anyway.
No, nothing like that. And
Greg
even still,
Gutfeld, what did they check
first of all,
Greg Gutfeld?
Everyone has to be checked, even the artists.
You think Greg Gutfeld's vaccinated?
Yes, everyone at Fox News has to be vaccinated.
Oh, they do?
To get in that building. Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
they have
Get into the
New
Hammerstein
York,
Ballroom?
No, to get into the Fox News headquarters. They're not going to let you in unless you're vaccinated.
What a catastrophe.
All right.
Rob, are you going to see the Foo Fighters at Citi Field?
Oh, your old pal.
Maybe.
July?
I don't know. I feel like I don't really like going to baseball stadiums to see concerts. You're just too far away from it.
But in general, I agree. But, since he's your boy, you could get, like, probably close to the stage.
No, I can't.
I was on the side of the stage when I saw the Foo Fighters
Yeah.
at Citi Field.
You got some BBQ.
Yeah.
When they played there last time.
Got to know the right people, Rob.
I know the person you knew that got you in there.
So maybe this time he could hook you up.
So you're not going to go either?
If my friend calls me and says he has a backstage pass for me, sure. Otherwise, unlikely. Once you've been to the penthouse, you can't go mess around with the
I
scum of
hear
the
you.
earth anymore.
It's a long way down.
Yeah, I like it up here in this ivory tower.
It's the same. It's like going to wrestling shows. I've been very fortunate enough to have access to some very good seats just through my metal connections. And when I don't have those connections, it's like, well, I'm not going to buy the nosebleeds. I'm going to splurge on lower bowl because I want to actually see the wrestlers. You know
likes
me,
to fill
you
up
know me
that
in
bowl.
bowls. Yeah, yeah.
He likes to sit in
Toilet
that
bowl,
bowl.
marijuana bowl, any bowl. I'll take every
Bowl
bowl.
of spaghetti.
Yeah,
Bowl
soup,
of French
soup.
fries with no sauce anywhere in sight.
Yeah. What's so funny is like I will eat like if I have scrambled eggs or an omelet with fries, I will put ketchup on my eggs and not my fries.
I've never done the ketchup on the eggs. Never
Good.
done it.
I have a new
I
thing
like.
for French fries. I have the
Or sriracha.
eggs have to go with some kind of sauce, but I don't like. I'm
Sort of
not a big fan of
tomato-based.
using ketchup for that. But for fries, I now use Nando's Peronaise sauce. I don't know if you ever tried that, but I can't.
What is that?
It's the Nando's is just the brand, but the Peronaise. You ever hear of peri peri sauce? Like it's like kind of like sriracha, a little different.
Okay.
But they mix it with mayonnaise, so that's the combo name is Peronaise.
Oh, sriracha mayo.
It's not. It's better than sriracha mayo. I've had.
Also, I thought it was Nando's. Am I wrong?
I mean, it comes from Fernando, so I guess I would say Nando would be the authentic way, but Nando can't.
All
be
of a sudden, Rob doesn't want to overpronounce Spanish words in a vaguely racist way. Pick a side, Rob. Be consistent.
I just texted Robert Trujillo, and he tells me he also says Nando.
Yeah, it's 'cause he's a gringo. He's from the U.S. I grew up in New York. That's like basically the second Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
It's an extension.
So you're saying you're more Latin than Robert Trujillo?
I'm saying I'm less American. No, I'm not. No, I just think it's a regional thing. I think like Latinos are really way more assimilated to like U.S. culture in California And in New York, they sort of stay in enclaves where their culture is preserved more from the places that came from.
I don't know. I feel like there's plenty of culture preservation in the West Coast.
I didn't say it's absolute. I'm just saying there's
Yeah.
more of a trend that way versus here. There's clearly some Latinos here that assimilate too, but it's just I think the trend is the other way in each case. If you want to get serious about it, I was making a joke.
Rob doesn't like jokes.
Yeah, this is not that type of podcast.
You told us it is that type of podcast earlier. Boy, you're full of contradictions today.
I guess you called out the Scooby-Doo comments. But he mentioned in the chat that some of us had taste at 14 and listened to Slipknot. Slipknot came out after I was 14, but I did listen to them when they first came out. No, when I was like 18.
Scooby-Doo.
Or 17, I guess.
Get it right, Rob. Get your story straight.
You're responding to comments in the chat while doing the show, Sydney?
No, I'm not.
You
My eyes are
posted
directly on you. What are you talking about?
You posted something in the Discord at 6:37 p.m. That's broadcast time.
Why you got to bring up old shit? I'm multitasking. I'm trying to be a man of the people here.
Yander in the chat. I'm just trying to pronounce things properly.
Oh,
he said that he also had the Kiss cologne, but he was listening to black metal, goth, and dark wave at 14. So he's much cooler than the rest of us.
Dark wave. Isn't that a? Never mind.
Go make the joke.
Isn't that a DuckTale spinoff?
Dark wave duck.
Yeah, that's right. Because anytime you tell someone you're into dark wave, they throw something at you, so you have to duck.
Fucking hot on.
What's a dark wave band, Rob? You seem like you'd know what that is.
It's just like soft goth music.
Isn't goth music already soft?
It could. It's a type of. It's I don't know.
Who would be an artist? Fiona Apple. Look, Rob's trying to type without moving.
I want to give the official, the official definition of dark wave. Emerged from the new wave and post-punk movement of the late 1970s. Compositions are largely based on minor key tonality and introspective lyrics that have been perceived as being dark, romantic, and bleak. Sisters of Mercy, The Cure. Is Cure dark wave? I guess it's dark new wave bands. Is that the thing? The Smiths, like those.
Right.
Sisters of Mercy doesn't. I mean, that's like sort of alternative pop.
Yeah, but dark wave, I guess, sounds cooler. When you're in the mall, you want to seem more different.
Yeah.
As you stand outside the Hot Topic, you don't want to say you're into alternative pop. You want to say you're into dark wave.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Let them have it.
Yeah. I'll let them
dark
have
side of
it. That's
new
why
wave.
they got a duck.
Well,
It's all right. I'm into it.
I like
You're into the
bands
thing
you
you
like.
just had to like Google to see what the hell it meant. You're a big
Yeah.
fan of it.
I'm a fan of Depeche Mode.
Today,
Bauhaus.
Rob learned that he's
Bauhaus.
like,
I didn't know it was called dark wave.
Isn't it Bauhaus?
Bauhaus. Bauhaus. I thought. Bauhaus.
Bauhaus. Am I
Bauhaus?
wrong?
no, it's Bauhaus.
No,
That's
no,
the only way
Bauhaus.
I've ever heard it pronounced. Did you really think it was Bauhaus, Rob?
Maybe.
You said Bauhaus, actually.
Bauhaus. Yes, that's how I thought it was pronounced. Thank you. Yeah,
I
I've been
can
getting
understand that. Like, when do you hear it?
Yeah,
pronounced?
when you hear it said.
You see
Yeah,
it on
I
print
would
all
only
the
read
time.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Cold
defend.
Cave,
It's
the
one
band-
defense, Rob. You just remember, you owe me.
Thank you. I owe you one. I'll get you back next time.
Okay.
Cold Cave, the band that I mentioned last week, I guess they are considered a collage of dark wave noise and synth pop. So there you go.
So many words.
Great. It's basically people who wear black leather that make pop music. That's how I would say. Make sad pop music.
So Rob Halford.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that could fit, but no, he's not. All right, we're winding down this final Metal Injection live cast as we are now RIP Live cast. So let's talk about our music picks. Every week we do a little music break. We each pick a song and we throw it in a Spotify playlist that we call the Metal Injection Livecast Music Break. I guess we'll have to rename that for next week. But yeah, so each one of us picks a song. I'll go first. I picked Milk Lizard by the Dillinger Escape Plan.
What a name. What a song
It
title.
is a
Is
very,
that
very
like
fun song.
Does that mean penis?
Maybe.
My milk lizard? What else could it mean?
I'll see what it says on Genius. But this is maybe as close to a pop song as the Dillinger Escape Plan do, and it's phenomenal. It's so fun and catchy and heavy. And I went back and listened to Ironworks this week, and it's a lovely album that I highly recommend revisiting.
It's like my third favorite Darkwave album.
They're not Darkwave, but okay.
What? Then I
Uh,
can't like them anymore. Fuck that.
Darren, what did you pick?
I played some Celia Cruz. We needed some salsa. And this is like some late 70s Celia Cruz, which is the best Celia Cruz. I was like, she's really hitting her stride there. And also it's featuring Willie Colon, who's a very interesting guy. I don't know if you know about this, but he ran
So much Cologne talk this week.
Is he related to Carlos?
I don't think so, but he's kind
No.
of a dick. Like he ran for office here, and he's like a straight up he's like a straight up neoliberal kind of guy. Like he opposed Hugo Chavez, and I don't want to get too into the politics.
How long ago was this?
Gonna just totally guess in the 90s.
Okay.
But he's a really good artist. He's got like really whacked out politics. But I just love Celia Cruz. Is one of my favorite songs. So I won't hold the fact that Willie Colon is on the song against it. The song is called Usted Abusó. But you need some salsa in your life. If you're not listening to salsa, you're missing out. Especially Celia Cruz. She's the queen.
So it's okay. It's not okay for me to say Trujillo, but it's okay for Darren to say salsa.
But that's
Darren
what it's
said
called.
he's basically Puerto Rican. He's allowed.
I did not say that. Don't get me in trouble. I'm very much a white boy.
It's called salsa, and it goes
You
great
don't
with
even.
chips.
You could say salsa without doing the Spanish accent. You don't have to say salsa. That's going extra.
Salsa.
And honestly, when Darren does it, it sounds like he's trying to be extra respectful. When you do it, it sounds like patronizing.
Yes,
Oh,
mocking.
that's not my intention.
I'm just saying the word the way it said.
I'm saying so am I.
It's in the ballpark.
All right.
Sometimes with some words, it sounds better than others when you do it. I would say when you do Trujillo, it just sounds weird.
Sounds personal.
Trujillo.
It's wrong. It's no.
Trujillo.
Yeah.
All right.
When you do another word, I'll point it out when it sounds good. So you get
Okay.
a reference.
Okay.
Now he's
Thank
gonna
you.
try to say everything like that.
Fuck.
Flautas.
Flauta, that's all right. Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll take it. I want to mention though, like you mentioned salsa. During Latin Heritage Month, there's a jazz station on Sirius XM, and they were playing modern Latin jazz, and it is my new favorite genre of music because it has all the like fun and energy of salsa. I'm so conscious of how I say it, but also with jazz. So Sid won't like it, but it's really, really fun.
I've heard Latin jazz, and it's not like what you think of when you hear jazz. You know, like when I hear jazz,
Right.
my brain immediately tunes out. But this
Mhm.
sounds more like salsa.
Yeah, it's very upbeat and like you can dance to it. It kind of reminds me of, Gloria Estefan, but less poppy.
It's way more to the salsa side than the jazz side.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like when I heard it, I'm like, this is way more fun than anything they play on this channel ever. And they're like, oh, it's because it's the Latin jazz. So something to consider. Sid, what did you pick?
First, I'd like to say that this week RIP stands for racially irresponsible pronunciations.
Bypass Bonnie. R.I.P.P.
Racially insensitive Paspani.
I picked, well, like every other basic bitch in America with a Disney Plus account, I watched the Beatles Get Back documentary this weekend. So I was like 8+ hours of just Beatles songs over and over, and like the same 4 of them repeated over and over and over again. And one of the ones that they didn't play as much in the documentary, they played it once or twice, was my favorite Beatles song. She Came In Through the Bathroom Window. So that's the one I picked. I did not pick Get Back because I feel like after watching that documentary, that is now probably the song I've heard the most times in my life of any song, just because Paul McCartney is constantly working on that song during the documentary. So you hear like multiple versions of it over and over and over and over again across all 3 episodes. And it's a great song. I feel like I like it more now than I did before. Yeah, I've got a new appreciation for it. But yeah, I've also probably heard it enough now for the rest of my life.
I just wanted to say also, I watched that documentary and I was so inspired by it that I'm working on an original album of songs, original songs that are inspired by
based
that
on the
film.
documentary.
Yes. It's good. It's going to be called. It's called Meet the Beatles.
But
maybe I'm not sure. I may go with. I have another idea. You can run it by it. So Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. What do you guys think?
I think yeah. I think you should.
I feel like I wish the documentary they would have like pullouts, like here's all the funny moments. Like I've only watched about an hour of it so far. It's a lot of footage.
Yeah, no, if you're not a Beatles super fan, you will be bored out of your fucking mind.
I can't say I'm bored, but there's a lot of downtime. But then it does hit a moment where I'm like, wow, this is super interesting. Or there's just like really funny banter between them. They're all so funny, except for Ringo. He doesn't say anything.
Ringo's the best. He's so fucking chill. He's just like he goes with the flow.
He's
everybody else there's like arguing and they want their way, and Ringo's just
because they care.
Drummer, I'm here for a good time. I will spoil this for you, Rob, because it is so delightful. I can't remember if it was in episode 2 or episode 3, but there's a moment where they're having like this very serious discussion. It's like Paul McCartney, Ringo, and like one of their managers or producers, and they're having this very serious discussion. All of a sudden, Ringo interrupts, and he's just like, I just want you to know that I have just farted." I thought about not saying anything and just looking you in the face, but I think it's better to let you know. He just announces, like mid Paul McCartney rant, he just announces, "Sorry, Paul, I just farted."
There's been some very great comic moments like that, even in the first episode.
Yeah,
that's how they stayed together for so long. It just had Ringo to diffuse all their hatred of each other.
Seriously,
with farts.
It is. I always thought that the tension was only between John and Paul, but George is just he speaks up.
He definitely mellowed out over the years. He was, he was that guy at the end, but.
And you could understand he had some great songs, but he was always treated by the other 2 guys like an afterthought.
Yeah, he's Kirk
like
Hammett
brother
of the Beatles.
That's a fair comparison.
I mean, in the first episode, he quits the band, and then they have to like convince him to come back.
He's the Kirk Hammett. He could have been the Ron McGovney if they didn't convince him to come back. So I've been watching a couple of things. I don't know if you've seen them. Have you seen Yellow Jackets?
I have not yet.
I've heard things.
So good.
What's the basic concept of the show?
It's 1992, I think. It's the early to mid 90s, and there's a girls' high school soccer team. They're really good. They're going to the nationals. They get on the plane to go to the nationals, and the plane crashes in the mountains. So it's like devolves into like Lord of the Flies, and there's like weird cult stuff happening. This is all right in the beginning. I'm not spoiling anything. You see snatches of their like not that
in the locker room.
You see like little snippets of what's going on during it cuts between their teenage high school life before this plane crash, in the mountain when they're all going crazy, and then today you see them as 40-year-old women. So it's like, and there's some secret or some weird shit we don't know about, and like a lot of intrigue there. But it's like all 3 of those time periods keep jumping back and forth. but it's so fucking good, and there's so many good actresses in it. There's Juliette Lewis is in it, and Christina Ricci is in it.
Melanie Linsky, right? She's really good.
Yeah, it's just a great cast. The kids are all really good too. It's just fantastic. Everyone should see that. The other one is Hellbound. I don't know if either of you seen Hellbound.
Nope.
Highly recommend this. It's because I guess it's on the heels of a Squid Game. It's another Korean film series. And
have you guys seen Squid Game? Is that worth watching?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't watch? I thought we talked about Squid Game together.
So did I. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching.
Oh yeah, it's really good. It's got a couple of things I would have like gripes with it, but they're very nitpicky.
Yeah.
You know, it's just really engaging and really like emotional.
Did you watch with the subtitles or the overdubs?
Oh, always subtitles if it's an option for me.
I did the first episode with overdubs, and then we were like, no, let's do.
You're not a fan of subtitles?
No, I wanted to try it. I never think to switch to the overdub track, and with this one, I think that was the default track. So we're like, oh, let's give it a shot. After one episode, we're like, no, we should just do subtitles.
I thought it came on subtitles automatically for me. Maybe I don't remember right or something. But
the person whose Disney account I have automatically has subtitles on, and it's been an interesting way to watch shows, just with the subtitles on always. So people like to see what's being said.
Oh, I do that sometimes when like I want to make sure I heard what somebody said. If they're talking fast or it's like a loud.
Yeah. I've done it for Succession because sometimes they talk so fast and so inside you're just like what, and I put it on for a minute, but I don't, it's very distracting if I have it on the whole show or episode, unless it's a foreign film.
I'm just very good at reading it so quickly because I watch, over the course of my life, I feel like I've developed a skill to like be able to just glance at it and I know what it fucking says, and then I can look at their faces or whatever. But Hellbound is about these people around the world start getting these decrees from angels, like an angel's face just pops out of their wall or something. And he says, you are going to die. Oh no, you're going to you're going to be sent to hell on such and such a date in like 5 days, or it varies. So one guy's 20 years, one guy's 30 seconds. And then like on the exact time when the second hand goes to that minute, these 3 gigantic gargoyles come out of an alternate dimension and just beat the shit out of you, bloody, throw you against walls, and then they suck your soul out like Shang Tsung, right? So then it becomes realism. Like they go, what would happen if that happened in our world? Like, and you see all this crazy. It's like social commentary. It sounds like an action movie, but it's like a really deep social commentary. Like the religious group comes and claims that this is people being punished for being sinners. And so they start getting momentum. Everyone starts believing in God now. And like, they're all afraid, and they're all like ratting each other out for being sinners. And, what's the social angle of this? But the special effects are really great. The acting is really great. It's really gory and disgusting. And it's really stuff that I can't believe would, is in a show. Like there's some choices they made in this show that I'm like, I just can't believe that just happened. So I highly recommend that. And that's only 6 episodes.
Okay.
If you want a quick thing to binge.
I've been catching up on Insecure on HBO. I really, really enjoy it. It's unlike any other show, I feel. I would say it's like if Sex and the City met Atlanta.
Why? Because it's black people? It's not like Atlanta in any other way other than it's just black people.
I think because it dips into surreality a little bit.
I get it. Very surface. I'd say it's more just like Girls, but less annoying. And it takes place in LA instead of New York.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
I don't know anything about Girls except that it's annoying. So I can't. What is Girls without just a blank?
But I like that show too. But I just feel like this show doesn't have
not
the things
annoying
that people would complain about Girls.
Yeah, it's very, very charming. It's very funny. Like a lot of the comedic scenarios is stuff that I have not seen on any other show. And like I usually do not laugh if I'm watching something by myself. Like I will not verbally like laugh out loud, but I have laughed out loud plenty of times watching this, just out of sheer shock of what the fuck is going on. And it's very poignant too. It's like very nice modern love stories as well.
And also How to with John Wilson is back. We've talked about it on the show
Oh
before.
yes, you gotta
It's
watch it.
fucking incredible and great. And I watched the first episode of the new season, and it's just as good as season 1. So excited for that to be back. It's just street footage from New York City with like narrative woven in and like some man on the street interview type stuff. It's just, there's nothing else like it on TV. It's fantastic. Can't recommend it highly enough.
Did either of you see Cowboy Bebop?
No.
Care about it?
Did you like
see
it?
the old one? I didn't
I've
watch
never
the
seen
new
any
one
of
yet.
it.
I never got into the old one, but I've heard good things about the new one. If you haven't watched the old one,
No, I'm hesitant because I was a big fan of the old one, and like I just can't.
Oh.
I can't see how this is not a major fail, but I should watch it with an open mind, I guess.
we have a caller 313. You're on the Metal Injection Livecast. 313. Are you there with us? Oh, hold on. One moment. 313.
Rob's fault.
It's my fault. 313. Now we can hear you.
Eminem.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
What's up?
Hi, this is Scooby Doo 182.
Yes. Hello, Scooby Doo 182.
Faithful Patreon.
Howdy. So I guess I have to clarify the cologne for you guys.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I think it would have been like 2006, and I didn't even listen to Kiss.
So was I right? Was it that your parents liked Kiss and gave you this thing that they liked?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. Like, my mom kind of liked Kiss, but like the band I was into was Metallica, and she liked Metallica too. So I don't know why I didn't get Metallica things, but you know, sometimes if you like that, I guess.
That was the birth of the Metallica store. They were like, Kiss got a cologne, yeah. You know, we need something too. Fuck this. Now they probably do have Metallica cologne. Or Willie cologne. Put it on your Willie.
That's a thing, right?
What?
Dick
Willie
cologne?
cologne?
Yeah.
I mean,
think
I don't.
so.
I think any cologne can be Willie cologne. I don't
But
think
they probably have specific ones marketed to just spraying it on your dick and balls.
Would
I
it have,
remember
like-
there were like dick wipes for like post sex.
That's what I call you behind your back, Rob.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
That fucking has a beanie.
Or Posabini or whatever his name is.
Such a dick wipe.
All right, where's that dick?
Wipe.
All right. Thank you
Oh
for your
my
call,
God.
Scooby Doo 182. Anything else before we let you go?
I was just thinking of that. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant for us on the show.
No, for Scooby Doo. I guess not. Oh. Scoobs. I think something crashed on my end. So sorry.
I was
Scoobs.
just
You gotta
Call
leave
cut
that.
out, but that's basically the story anyways, Scooby Doo.
Oh, okay.
I was just thinking of this drop that we never play, but it's just the epitome in 3 seconds. The epitome of Frankie Palmieri.
I'm not defending Harvey Weinstein at all, but
Well, you need to
Such a
know.
good one. Such a fucking good one.
But you don't need to know what comes next. That's just him in a nutshell.
Yeah, they're just that there's a butt.
It has nothing to do with movies. is all I
Right.
know.
Great filmmaker. Okay, you know what? If someone said that, okay. I'm not a filmmaker, but you know, he encouraged like good filmmakers. He financed them. Fine. Like Roman Polanski. He was already made Chinatown. Fine. There's a redeeming quality, even though he's a monstrous piece of shit.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein, what he's gonna say as a butt is not gonna be good.
What are you wiping your lips, Rob? What happened?
I'm scratching. I got a little itch.
A hickey?
A hickey up here?
I don't know. Could happen.
Herpy, I hope not. No,
Cold
those are
sore?
painful.
Mustache lice?
Canker?
No, just my mustache hairs are a little long, so they're like itching my lips. They scratch my lips.
Got some other hairs mixed up in there.
Well, I want to talk about our Patreon for a moment.
Oh.
Believe it or not, tomorrow is December 1st. I don't believe it. But that means it's a new Patreon episode day. Every month we post 2 bonus episodes on our Patreon, which is patreon.com/Metal Injection Livecast. I guess it's probably going to be changing soon, but for now it's still that. For $5 a month, you get 2 bonus episodes, and we are posting a new episode tonight. At the turn of the day, turn of the month, and it's a Livecast Hall of Fame, right? That's what we did. I don't even remember. Who were our inductees this go around?
We did It Don't Fucking Match guy.
Yeah, It Don't Fucking Match. Your boy Bangs.
And the 9/11 Never Forget song.
Yes, we revisit the 9/11 Never Forget tribute song. And I really liked this segment that we did because I feel like we really analyzed our thought process, our intent, and who we were making fun of. So basically, the Livecast Hall of Fame episodes, we revisit our memes from the past and induct them into the Meme Hall of Fame. We've done a few episodes, all of them available in our Patreon. In the past, we've inducted Shlomo. We've inducted the IO Digital Cable song. What are some other inductees?
Ted Cruz. That was at Rob's insistence.
No, I was like, for a second, I was like, wait, I don't remember that. Douglas Levison, I believe we've inducted.
Yes. Queen of Vagina.
Susan Lucci, she finally got her induction. No, she wasn't.
She don't need us. She got a real award finally at one point.
Yeah, they gave her one of those Lars statues to shove up her ass.
I'm writing a graphic novel about that.
It's very graphic.
So very fun. And we have plenty of other bonus episodes. You have access to all of our bonus episodes when you sign up for the Patreon, including all of our watch alongs. We have some amazing watch alongs. We've watched the Danzig movie. We've watched black metal documentaries about Burzum and what a dork he is. What are some other watch alongs that were fun?
Tag team,
a
Santa
TV
with
show
muscles.
pilot with Jesse Ventura and Roddy Piper, Santa with Muscles, the terrible Hulk Hogan movie. We recently did a watch along of the Undertaker New Day Netflix Choose Your Adventure movie. So lots of fun stuff in there in the Patreon. And like I mentioned, coming up tomorrow is the new Livecast Hall of Fame episode. Now that's the $5 tier. If you bump it up to $10, you get everything in the $5 tier. Plus you get a shout out at the end of the show, which is right now. And how are we doing these shout outs?
In a culturally insensitive accent.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, all of a sudden you lost your bravery.
I don't want to sound racist. What
Ivan Moody poetry reading voice.
How would that work?
You tell me. You were the one that was doing it before.
All right. Well, we have Eric. No, I don't know. What are we doing? I'll just do a weird voice, and then that'll be my Ivan Moody voice. Benjamin, El Judarino, Dan R, Croc Destroyer, Sam I Am, Mindy Mayor Skipper, Gender, Rabagadoosh, aka Justin.
Nice.
That was a long one.
Chasseur Massachusetts. Rubber Vampiro.
It don't fucking match.
Hugo likes tacos. Lando Danks.
Hashtag RIP a legend.
Oh no, Lando.
LaCroix.
Be a man. Grow a set of balls.
Doug Pigman.
Vampiro!
Oops.
Vampiro!
It's supposed to be for Vampire. Rob a Vampire. Oh well.
Who gave Rob the Hickey?
Patty.
Scooby-Doo 182.
Can do guess.
Douglas, who are you? Levison.
Okay.
And finally, hi guys.
Oh, who cares?
It's Josh. It's Josh.
Oh, who cares?
All right. That's our show. That's the Metal Injection Livecast. From here on in, we are RIP a Livecast. Thank you for sticking around with us. And hopefully you'll continue to stick around with us as we grow, as we evolve. as we become Super Saiyan. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.